Who would live in a house like this? But the question we should be asking is, who would want to live in a house like this? And this is exactly the problem that Harlow Council are facing with this property and many others like it. I wanted to share with you this recent project that we completed for Harlow Council, and this is the story of a rather sorry looking HMO. As you can see, its best days are behind it. The windows are boarded up, the garden's overgrown, and the local graffiti artist as well left his mark. This property is in desperate need of some investment, some much needed maintenance, and more importantly, someone to love it and call it home again. However, in its present condition, this is no small task. If a property remains empty for any length of time, it starts a downward spiral. Not just the condition of the property itself, but also for the surrounding areas. So the sooner this can be fixed, the better for everyone. Bob Purton is the operations manager for the Housing and Property Division at Harlow Council, and he has been tasked with overseeing the renovation of what will be a signature project for the council. Harlow Council are trying to move away from the HMO type of accommodation and provide more self-contained flats. Bob knew that this proposal would be critiqued by the local planning authorities, and he knew that the typical 2D CAD plans showing the proposed and existing schemes just wouldn't cut it. After seeing some examples from our portfolio online, Bob reached out to us and he asked if we'd be able to help with this project, and we were more than happy to do so. We discussed the project and decided on a few viewpoints that could illustrate the proposed scheme and show the redevelopment in its best light. With help of their architects, Harlow Council were looking to extend this property to the side and to the rear, creating 4 self-contained flats, providing much needed accommodation for those just starting out in their region. To give you some idea of the size of this extension, here are the proposed plans. Highlighted in green is the original footprint of the property, and highlighted in blue is the proposed extension to the side and to the rear. And I'll show you the 3D visual shortly. Not only is the property to be extended, it will also be reclad. This will improve the aesthetics, increase the energy efficiency, and reduce the environmental impact, and as a result, saving the tenants money on their energy bills. Once we were given the green light to proceed, we were provided with the architect's drawings and we were able to make a start and work our 3D magic. Using the advanced 3D modelling and rendering software, we created a 3D visual showing the proposed frontage. And as you can see, it's almost unrecognisable from the original structure, and it's a massive improvement on the original property. When clients are working with us, part of the process is that we issue draft images throughout the development of the model, allowing the client to comment and offer feedback, which can then be incorporated into the 3D model. For this particular project, as the CAD model progressed, the design was refined and developed, and a few changes were made, mainly to the roof line and moving a few windows, but only after the design team had seen the draft 3D images. We also tried out a few external facade options before deciding on the brickwork and the timber cladding options you can see here. In addition to the front elevational view, we also provided a 3D visualisation of the rear of the property, and this illustrates the external space available to each of the tenants. The ground floor flats will benefit from a small garden and patio area, and the flats on the first floor will each enjoy their own private balcony, whereby they can spill out on a summer's day and enjoy the sunshine. We also created an interior view illustrating the layout and the finishes of the kitchen, lounge and dining area, which can be seen here. 2D plans are great for showing somebody the layout of a property, but they don't give somebody a feeling for the accommodation on offer, which these images do really well. Bob was over the moon with the 3D images provided, and in his own words, he said the images exceeded his client's expectations and were really well received by the consultants working on the project. As a result, this led to a positive pre-app advice and the recommendation to approve the proposals, and this is the best anyone can hope for at this stage. These 3D images then allowed Bob and his team to be more proactive in the next stage of consultation when talking with the stakeholders and the neighbouring residents, as these images are much easier to understand than CAD layouts, and they give their client and the general public a glimpse into the future. This was our first project working with Harlow Council, and Bob was kind enough to provide us with an amazing testimonial. And he said he's looking forward to working with us again on future projects, but he's also looking forward to the point when he gets to do the big, smile-inducing reveal of his next scheme to his own client. In summary, what was once a tired-looking residential property, once it's renovated, will offer much-needed social housing to the people of Harlow. Now you've seen a glimpse into the future of what is possible, and it's great to have been part of a team that has been able to breathe life back into an old and tired property so that someone can call it home again. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation and have seen how 3D visualization can be used as a tool to help consultants, neighbours and potential tenants gain clarity on a future vision. If you have a project in mind that could benefit from 3D visualization, then please do drop me a line. Speak to you soon.